What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Celtic Clydesdale Show. I'm Jim, and I am the Celtic Clydesdale. This week, we're going to be discussing the second 3 of 6 cycling myths that I started talking about last week. So, let's get into it. The first of this week's myths. You gotta shave your legs. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. As a matter of fact, you see this? Guess what I also don't do to my legs? I definitely do not shave them. Now, people will throw out at you a whole bunch of different reasons for shaving your legs. They'll tell you that it's more aerodynamic, or they'll tell you that if you crash, that it's easier to clean out the wound, or this, that, or the other. But they're all myths, you know. It's stuff that people made up so that they could justify doing it themselves, all right? You don't have to shave your legs at all for cycling. So as for the speed thing, the more aerodynamic, you know what? I don't buy into it. Some tests have been done that have shown that it'll save about, on average, 1 minute over the course of a 40-kilometer bike ride. Now, 1 minute over 40 kilometers for, you know, a run-in-the-mill age grouper in triathlon, or just somebody who's out cycling for the fun of it. 1 minute over 40 kilometers is nothing to bother going through the hassle of shaving your legs for, all right? But let's go ahead and move on. Myth number 2 for this week. Cycling's too dangerous. It's not really. It's not much more dangerous than, I don't know, getting in your car and going for a drive. It's not much more dangerous than going for a run or whatever. Now, I will say, you do things to make it safer for you. You know, wear a helmet, ride with the flow of traffic, wear bright colors, make sure you're noticeable, and, you know, just don't do stupid things out on the road, all right? So as far as the safety of cycling is concerned, or it being too dangerous, it's not really. It's as safe as anything on any given day, all right? So you got to make sure that you don't do things to make it unsafe, all right? So let's go ahead and move on. Number 3 for this week, and the last of the group. Cyclists can ignore traffic signals. When you're out on the road as a cyclist, you actually have to follow all the same rules of the road that you would have to follow if you were driving a car. Which means if you come up to an intersection, if there's a stop sign, you're supposed to stop for the stop sign. Traffic lights. If you see a red traffic light, you're supposed to stop for that traffic light and not go. And that even includes if you're going to turn right. Red light's red. Oddly enough, if there's a sign that says no turn on red, you gotta wait to turn your right, make your right turn. If you're over trying to turn left and, you know, you got the straight lanes are going with a green light and you're in the left turn lane with a red light, you have to wait. Now, I will tell you this much, that for traffic lights, I know at least here and where I live in North Carolina, and I know just north of me in Virginia, there is a rule. I call it the 2-minute rule, which is basically if you sit at a light for 2 minutes and there's no cross traffic or anything and the light stays red, you're allowed to go. It was a law that was actually designed for motorcycles, but it's completely applicable to bicycles too, because neither motorcycles nor obviously bicycles are heavy enough to trigger the sensors that cause the lights to turn. All in all, if there's a rule that applies to cars, as if you were driving a car, that rule also applies to bicycles, all right? And this is also one of the reasons why I hate being told that you have to ride a bicycle on the shoulder. If you ask me, riding on the shoulder, number one, it makes riding more dangerous because all of the debris from the road ends up out on the shoulder, and you end up dodging that stuff, and you can end up weaving in and out. And now the people in cars that are behind you, they're going to get angry at you, and it just makes things worse. And if you can't get over, then you're going to run over something that's either going to cause you to wreck, cause you to have a flat tire, something of that nature. So to me, riding on the shoulder is a lot more dangerous. Also, it's illegal. You're not allowed to drive your car on the shoulder, so you can't ride your bike on the shoulder. You shouldn't be doing it. Of course, odds are no police officer is going to stop you if you're riding your bicycle on the shoulder, but the point is, you shouldn't have to, all right? But bottom line, if you're on a bicycle out on public roads, you still have to follow the same rules of the road that you would follow if you were driving a car. So that wraps it up with my cycling myths. So let's close this out. There you have it. A total of 6 cycling myths spread over 2 videos. Hope you learned something between these, the last video and this one. And I hope I made it, maybe at least a little bit entertaining. If I did, and you believe so, give me that thumbs up. All right. Also, if you're new to the channel or you just haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, ring the bell so you get notified when I put out videos. All right. So until next time, keep on keeping on.